Even those directly affected by the storm came together to help their own, and I was happy to be a part of it. What an absolutely glorious night on Miami Beach. I mean, everything is perfect. The breeze, the weather, the atmosphere, the food. We are at the National Hotel. Neighbors for Neighbors has partnered with the National to put on Chefs for Neighbors. It is a fundraiser for those who were the victim of Irma in the Keys and the victim of Maria in Puerto Rico. Come on, let's go into the party and see what's going on. This is actually the head chef here at the National, Matt McDonald. And this were great. This was your brainchild. Tell me why.
Well, what happened was, of course, the Hurricane Irma came through, and me and my wife are from Key West. We got married there, we met there. I've lived there for 7 years, in between South Florida here and there. So it's always kind of been my home. So when Irma hit, my mother-in-law was actually in Key West as well. So it took me 5 days to even contact people down there, and some of the first people I did was one of my really good friends, Chef Martin over here, who we've known each other for 12 years. I had a really good friend that I went to culinary school with. His house was in Big Pine, and unfortunately he lost his home. So I started with Martin. We were talking because Hogfish Grill's here, and Martin started just helping people out, and Hogfish actually opened up their restaurants and was giving hot meals to people for free in the Keys when the power went out. So we got together and we're like, hey, let's do something bigger and let's see what we can do as friends and maybe put this event together to help raise money for the people that need it down in the Keys. And so I talked to him, I talked to one of my other friends, Mike Schultz, who's over here, and he was in Fort Lauderdale. So between the three of us, we started putting this whole thing together to help.
With Neighbors for Neighbors, what we really like is they're like a hurricane-specific nonprofit that they really give back to the rebuilding and recovery efforts of the people that are our neighbors, and we get to select that we want to donate to Key West and we want to, put more money to Puerto Rico. We get to really choose who and where we want the money to go.